Hello and happy Sunday. This is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and today is Sunday, June the 30th. We're almost in July. I cannot believe it. It's going to be tomorrow. Yeah, because there's only 30 days in June. I hope everybody's having a great week. I hope that your humidity is not 612% like it is here in Knoxville. It is absolutely insane today. Like, so insane that Karen and I actually did not walk today because the feels like temperature, which one of John's friends has started calling it the real feel, the feels like temperature today was over 100. And I'm sorry, I love to walk and I love Karen, but this girl doesn't walk when it feels like it is over 100 degrees. And I don't know what is going on with that piece of hair right there. But anyway, hello, Catherine from Lowell, North Carolina. It is good to see you. I hope y'all are having a great week. I hope you all are ready for some new stuff in the second half, because this entire kitchen. So hello, Mary from Pittsburgh. This is a 2,000 square foot showroom. The whole thing smells like garlic and dill, and I'll just let you all, kind of use your imaginations on what we're going to make in the second half. Hello, Katie. Good to see you. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Sarah from Raleigh, Massachusetts. Hello, Anna. Oh yeah, Catherine said it was hot today. Catherine, yeah. So you're in South Carolina. It's going to be hot there too. Okay. Hello, Carol Lou. And okay, Carol Lou wants to know if I lightened my hair. This is called taking the girls to the pool every Monday on my day off. So I guess the pool and the chlorine have lightened it. And let's see. Oh, Sarah, thank you very much. Alyssa and I actually accidentally have twinly dresses, and I love this color. I do love this color. It was one of my mother's favorite colors. And let's see. Hello, Sherry from Cape Coral, Florida. And oh, Catherine, I'm sorry, North Carolina. I don't know why I said South Carolina. Yeah. Cotton, or however you pronounce it, North Carolina. Still hot over there too, though, because we are sister states. And hello, Sandra from Demons Ferry. Hello, Vicky from Illinois, and hello, Hattie. If you're brand new, please go ahead and tell us. Please go ahead and tell us hello, because we would love to welcome you. We would love to say hi and hello. I would love to get your state wrong, like I did on Catherine's, and I had literally just said it like 20 seconds ago. But anyway. So yeah, welcome everybody. If you're watching this later on YouTube, and that is just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg. It's okay to say hello over there too, because I do answer back. And oh, Karen wants to know if I saw the rainbow. I did not, Karen, but I'll be honest, I did not go outside because there was a car parked on the other side of the showroom that seemed to be having some trouble, and for once I did not go out and get myself in the middle of their business. So anyway, no, I did not see the rainbow. Darn it, I wish I had seen that. I hope you took a picture for me. Okay, and Karen, you'll be the beneficiary of some of what we were making in the second half. So you better send good wishes and be excited about what we're making in the second half. Let's see. Hello, Lisa from Arkansas. It is good to see you. Welcome everybody. Again, Karen can attest to how stinking hot it was today. Literally all I did, thank you, Karen. I know, I'm a meddler. And hello, Elaine. So all I did was walk from the grocery store back out to my car, completely soaking wet. It was so hot here. Okay. Anyway, today is June the 30th. Today is Sunday. Welcome everybody. Again, if you are brand new, please let us know, because we would love to welcome you. For the rest of you, hang in for the entire hour, because the second half is new for me, but it smells fantastic. Like, it already smells fantastic here in the showroom. A little bit of news so far for June. No, for the end of June, to wrap June up. And thank you for the hearts, everybody. A little bit of news for this wrap up of June, because tomorrow is July. First thing is, today is the first day of the Baby Steps to Goals challenge over in the If You Have an Egg group, and surely one of our lovely ladies will post the link to that group. You can, if you go over there to join the If You Have an Egg closed Facebook group, you do have to answer 3 questions, or I can't let you in. I had to turn away a handful of people again this week because they didn't answer the questions. But Julie is hostessing and I did it right tonight, Julie is hostessing that challenge over there. She does it every single week. I will let you all know, hello Vicki, that Julie is headed on a cruise, and hello Marlene. And yes, oh yeah, happy 4th of July for everyone who is observing also. But Julie is headed on a cruise. So she has started the challenge. So it started today, and it's the Baby Steps to Goals. So what she is saying is, uh-oh, oh my goodness. So Julius, buddy, don't know who you are, but you are going to, you're going to have to just chill out. Hold on. Hello, let's see. Jennifer. Oh, it's been a little while. And hold on, somebody just give me just a second, because I am going to have to ban this person. And if anybody else wants to turn him in, hello Orlando Debbie, that would be awesome. So it is taking, whoops, it is taking me a second, and I don't want to accidentally ban, ooh, oh my goodness, hold on just a second. Ban. Okay, I'm trying to ban this person. It is not letting me do this. Let's see. Oh my goodness, come on Facebook. Can somebody else help me? Can somebody else ban him? Because Facebook is not letting me do that. And let's see. So hopefully we are getting ready to ban him. Okay, he should be banned now, hopefully. Okay, hopefully that will go ahead and take care of that. It should start deleting all of those, I hope. Okay, let me go back, and thank you, Lynn, for doing that. Let me go back and see if I can pick up where we left off. Ugh. And this exactly is why, hello Orlando Debbie, thank you. This is why our If You Have an Egg group is a closed group, and why you have to answer the questions, because we don't need stuff like that in our closed group. So as much as that was just a little interruption in the live stream, imagine if I didn't have you all answer the 3 questions, and if we let people like that into our group. Okay, and Carol Lou just posted. Okay, so Carol Lou posting the link to the Facebook group, that's for real, okay? That's a real link. That's not like the link, whatever this link is that this Julius person was trying to link. Anyway, so Carol Lou is a real person. So yeah, you can go ahead and follow her link. Okay, back to what we were talking about. Today is the first day of the Baby Steps to Goals Challenge. And what that means, that's going to be the topic for Weight Watchers this week. So if you're new, or if you've just forgotten, we spend the first half of our chat every week going over whatever the topic was. Thank you, Mary. Going over whatever the topic was from the prior week. I'm sorry, and now I'm going to get choked. It's just so hot here today. And then the second half is usually something fun, which it is going to be fun tonight, I think, I hope. But Julie has started posting our challenges over in the If You Have an Egg Facebook group. She has started posting the challenges that go along with the current week. So the topic for this current week is the challenge that Julie has posted over there, and it is talking about baby steps. So it's like little steps, and we'll talk more about that next week. But these are like baby steps to some of the goals that you want to get to. So head on over and join that goal when you get a chance after the chat. Don't leave during the chat. Go after the chat and join that challenge. And again, it's a challenge for yourself. It's just inspirational. It's motivational because she reminds you every day. But remember, she's going to be on a cruise next week. So if she's a little slow posting, it will be okay. Okay, the second thing is we have tiny, not just tiny anymore. So these are no longer tiny. These are no longer tiny zucchini squash, yellow squash, radishes, cucumbers. I actually finally have some tomatoes that have turned red, basil. So these are no longer tiny things. So continue to be prepared for this summer of veggies, okay? Because they are really starting to come in. We got a great rain about an hour ago. I've been having to water the garden, but I don't know why gardens like fresh water better. We had an awesome rain about an hour ago, and then John called just to be sure that the garden did not need to be watered, and I said, no, you got it. It's good. It's all good. Okay, and then the next little bit of news is Kroger has a buy 5 deal this week, and I'll be doggone. I put the bag up. Hold on a second. Let me grab it. I put it up so I wouldn't eat it. But y'all know that with our new like no budget at home, that I've been really trying to be super duper cost conscious and sale conscious and whatever at the store. This week Kroger has, and hopefully you have a Kroger in your area, but they have that buy 5 deal. So they have digital coupons, they've got buy 5 deals, buy 6 deals, they have all these different deals. Well, this week's buy 5 deal, they have the harvest snaps, they've got the bean snaps, the pea snaps, and the red lentil loops. Those are all on sale this week for $1.99 a bag. But wait, there's more. So they're normally I think they're normally $2.69 or $2.89 a bag. They're on sale for $1.99 a bag. But if you participate in the buy 5 deal, and if you go onto your Kroger app, so if you have the Kroger app, and if you go on the app and if you scan the barcode for these on the shelf, or if you find it under your app, there's a secondary deal. So if you just look at what's on the shelf, that's great. But there's a secondary deal within your app, and you do have to have the app to do this. But when you click on that, so there's the buy 5 deal, and then a second, or I'm sorry, they're already on sale, and there's a buy 5 deal. And when you click on that, these are 99 cents. 99 cents. Okay, I promise it actually rang up 99 cents. I checked while I was there, and it was so fantastic because at the end, so they rang up $1. I think the sale price is like $1.69. So they rang up $1.69, and I was like, "Be calm, Kelly. Be calm. Be calm. Be calm. Be calm." No, it's $1.99 because for the buy 5 deal, it takes $1 off each one of those things. And at the end of my groceries, when I finished checking out, and she hit total, it went and took all these $1 off, and so it made these 99 cents. That is through July the 16th with your Kroger card. So if you have a Kroger, definitely would take advantage of that deal. These are my favorites. So the Crunchy Loops, the Harvest Snaps baked red lentil snacks, Crunchy Loops, sour cream and onion. These are my absolute favorite. They taste like Funyuns. Love them, love them, love them. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, if you accidentally eat the whole bag, this whole bag, if you accidentally eat it, is only like 8 points or something. So it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous for a decent sized bag. Okay, but don't worry, don't bother going to the Kroger on Broadway because they're all gone today, or they were all gone today. I took every sour cream and onion one that they had. Okay, that's all the news that I have for this week, and I am running us over on time already because of our little spam boy. So let me know who sat their bottom in a chair last week. So give me a thumbs up if you sat your bottoms in a live workshop this past week. Thumbs ups for that. And let's see if I can get the little thumbs up thing to work. Here we go. Yep, good job everybody. I was, so thumbs up. And then give me some hearts if you were here with us live last week, or if you watched later on demand. So good job, Mary and Catherine from North Carolina. I may not remember that next week, but and Lynn and Katie and Sherry. Yeah, good job everybody. Yep, and Sarah, well, you were at our live. Yep. So good job. Bravo stickers to everyone who attended in-person workshops or Zoom workshops or attended with us here last week. So last week, and I'm going to have to hurry through last week, and yes, Anne, you definitely were. Last week, I'm going to have to rush through that because I've like way gone over on our time. But last week we were talking about how to break up with a bad habit or how to keep a great habit. Like if you have a good one, if you have a really good habit that you want to keep going, how to preserve it, how to protect it, how to kind of put a little like a little protective shield around it to make sure, it's okay, Sarah, to make sure that habit gets protected. We talked about breaking up with some bad habits, but most of all with keeping those good habits. And I asked you all for your homework, I asked you all to do, hello Trish, I asked you all to do, to protect and preserve. So to pick one habit last week that you were going to protect and preserve at all costs. And I said that mine was going to my Tuesday night meetings. And what do y'all think? John asked me, who's not here, I don't think, so I think I can talk about him. What do y'all think John asked me to do tomorrow night? So I told y'all Tuesdays, don't ask me to do anything, don't make any plans for me, don't whatever. He asked me to drive him somewhere, him and a couple of friends somewhere tomorrow night. Not tomorrow night, sorry, Tuesday night. Tuesday night. No. You're going to have to find another ride. Okay, so your homework for last week was hashtag protect and preserve. So let's see how y'all did. Melissa, who is going to be at our Tuesday night meeting and was at last week's meeting, her and her pals. So Ann is on here. I don't know if Danielle's here yet or not, but Melissa and her pals, they protect and preserve their Zumba sessions fiercely. I mean, even if one of them doesn't feel like going, by the time they've checked in with everybody, are you going Zumba? They protect and preserve that habit fiercely, and they are killing it at Zumba. Marlene has and there's Melissa. Marlene has a win-win with her meal planning, okay? Not only does meal planning, the habit of meal planning, she protects it, but not only does it keep her on track with her food, It also helps her stay on track with her financial budget. So she protects that at all costs. That is her, it is a win-win for her. And then Debbie, who is here, we've talked about hydroponic food growing. We've talked about fresh fruits and vegetables. Debbie has introduced me to a couple of things down in Florida. One was a delicious asparagus salad sometime. So Debbie preserves and protects her habit of using the most fresh, sometimes frozen, but she does have some hydroponic vegetables. She loves frozen vegetables because it captures that flavor when they're frozen. But she has found ways to preserve those leftovers so that she doesn't have to throw anything away. And that is an awesome habit, and she is protecting it and preserving it while she's preserving. So good job, everybody, for doing your homework. Here are your extra Bravo badges for doing that, extra Bravo stickers for protecting and preserving your habits. Being here with us, that's another great habit. And I just have to tell you, it smells so good in here that I almost can't wait. Uh-oh, there's John from home base, a little late. So I have to stop talking about him now because he is here now. But it smells so good in here, I almost can't wait for the second half. But alas, we have to finish the first half. So this last week's topic was, are you stuck in a food rut? Maybe this will help. So when I was growing up, when my sister Holly and I were growing up, my brother Bob was a little older than us, so he didn't have to live through as much of this as we did. We had the same meals for dinner on the same day. So like, you knew that Monday night was going to be spaghetti, or I don't remember what they were. Hello, Caroline. It's good to see you. What time is it? What time is it over there? But we had the same meals on the same nights every single week. And I don't remember what they were because it's been a long time ago. But let's say like Monday was spaghetti, Tuesday was tacos, Wednesday was, whatever. But it was the same thing every night. Like during the week, you could count on it. The same thing every single night. Every week. And honestly, I could not tell if my mom was excited or if she was upset when our dad would come home on a random day because he was a salesperson. Oh, it's 1:17 a.m. Bless your heart, Caroline. We're so happy you're here. If our dad, he was a traveling salesman, and if he showed up on a random day, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if she was excited. Oh, yay, he's home. Or if she was, we get to have something different for dinner because he did not want our routine dinner that we had every night. Or if she was like, great, he's home, he's gonna mess up our routine. I don't know. I couldn't tell if she was happy or if she was happy about having a random day thrown in, or if she was not happy about having a random day thrown in. And sometimes that's what it's like when you get into a food rut. So sometimes knowing what you're going to be eating every single meal or every single day, like if you eat the same thing for breakfast every single day or the same thing for lunch or the same thing every Sunday, sometimes it can be calming. Just knowing you already know what it's going to be. Hello, Barbara. Sometimes it can be soothing, because you don't have to worry about it. You can just say, I got it. I know what I'm going to have, whatever. But if you find yourself at any time, if you find yourself getting bored with the same old thing, it might be time to get out of that rut. So some pro tips for getting out of that rut. First thing is spice it up a bit. So if you find yourself bored with the flavor of, say, something like salmon or chicken, but you really do like them. So if there's something that you really do like, this is 0 points or lower points, but if you're just really getting bored with it, maybe try switching up your spices or grabbing some fresh herbs. So fresh herbs versus even dried herbs can make a huge difference. So I tend to get stuck on either lemon pepper or Asian spices when I'm making chicken, but I forget how lovely a fresh sprig of rosemary is on either one of them. It's crazy. Oh, and I love the way it smells. So, lemon pepper's great. It's fine. Asian spices, also great. But there's just something about just a couple of fresh sprigs of rosemary on some pork, like a pork tenderloin, or on some chicken, and cook it just a little bit, different way. Oh man, it's just a totally different flavor. And the rosemary is so, if you can get fresh rosemary, or we have rosemary in our garden this year, and that's the only request Casey had, was that we had to have some fresh herbs, and we did it. It's a great way to spice it up a bit, or maybe just try a different spice. There is a first time for everything. So a couple of weeks ago, my friend Kelsey introduced me, she is a garden queen. So like her and my mom would have gotten along so well on this whole little, you know, garden adventure. But she introduced me to custard squash, and I fixed it for you all a couple of weeks ago. I have to tell you, so that was my first time for custard squash, and there has to be a first time for everything. About 4 years ago was my first time for delicata squash. Ooh, yeah, Carol Lou loves her herb garden. Yes, yes, yes. Ours will be bigger next year, I promise. Or I can guarantee you that. So a few years ago, it was delicata squash. Love, love, love it. Love it. I will never turn back. Let's see, hold on a second. Debbie is growing Thai basil, and she added it to her egg roll in a bowl and made a huge difference. What's different about Thai basil? Just explain to us how that's different, because I might need to add that. John, just be prepared. We might need to have a whole separate raised bed for just herbs next year. I don't know. It could probably happen. But a couple of weeks ago, Kelsey introduced me to custard squash, which I had always called patty pan squash. But then after she gave me one or two, I thought, have I ever had these before? Have I even ever had this before? It looks like a little alien spaceship. But you know what? Now that I've had it, I will never not have it again. She also gave me 2 plants, which are growing in my garden. I go out there every day and I'm like, come on, little custard squashes. Come on, come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can be big custard squashes. And they're like this big now, and they need to be just a little bit, they need to be just a little bit bigger. But that was brand new to me a couple of weeks ago. I've never picked one up at the store. Didn't even think to try it, but oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, they're good. Again, I will never not eat custard squash again, and I will be ordering seeds for next season. My newest find is watermelon radishes, and that was a pure accident. I didn't even realize that I had planted them. I've already planted another round of those beauties. I have started pulling the ones that I had already accidentally planted, and I've gone back and planted a second round of them because we have an extra, like we've got another whole growing season, you know, here in East Tennessee. Is there something new that you could try this week? Is there some new food that could be the first time for you this week? So there's a first time for everything. And the last thing is prep switch up. So you need a little prep switch up magic sometimes. We're going to do that in the second half. We're going to prep. Hello, Joycelyn. We're going to, oh wait, hold on a second. Marlene says, I ate a lot of chicken breast and took advantage of my grocery store having mild salsa on sale. Buy one, get one free this week. What? So she's putting salsa on her chicken this week. Fantastic. Caroline says her herbs are in jars. Yeah. Barbara says she cooked yellow squash and zucchini and tomatoes and garlic and onions and olive oil. Whoa! Yesterday. Okay, y'all are making me hungry now. In olive oil yesterday and put it on top of pasta. You know what, Barbara? You know what I have grown in my garden too? Spaghetti squash. I'm going to keep that idea. That would be fantastic when the spaghetti squash is in. And Debbie says that the Thai basil tastes, it's a little bit different taste, and they use it in Thai food, not regular basil. Sounds fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, so, and Caroline says, sorry, I meant to say in little jars. Is there a difference in taste in jars and fresh herbs? Yeah, if you have, Caroline, if you have the opportunity, if you have even just a little spot in a window just to grow some little, pick one herb to grow, it makes all, I'm telling you. So you can definitely get rosemary in a jar, but oh my goodness, that smells so good. And here's some, whoo, smell that fresh dill as opposed to dill in a jar or dry dill. And then the basil, oh, that smells so good. And here's some purple basil, oh, also smells so good. Yeah, even if you have a little bitty spot to grow some fresh herbs, I highly recommend it. Okay, so let's talk about this prep switch up magic though. A great way to change it up, to change up what you're eating, is just to do some prep, just to do some different prep, some different preparation of your food. I love watermelon. I mean, love watermelon. Like, love it. Okay, I can eat it. I've eaten it plain, obviously. I don't even put salt on my watermelon. I've eaten it plain. I've eaten it with balsamic vinegar. I've eaten it with balsamic vinegar and basil and a little bit of Laughing Cow cheese. I've eaten it, let's see, with other melon. I've eaten it with chicken salad, lots of ways. Okay, hello, Jonna. I've eaten it lots of ways, but one of the ladies in our Tuesday night group said that she has started cubing her watermelon while she's prepping it, and then while she's cubing some of it, she's putting it she's separating it from whatever she's preparing of the watermelon, and she's freezing it. And I thought, freezing it? I never have enough watermelon left. Why would you freeze it? I'm serious. While I'm cutting up watermelon, I mean, it's like 6 cubes for the bowl, 6 cubes for Kelly, 8 cubes for the bowl, 8 cubes for Kelly. And by the time I'm done, there's like no watermelon, okay? Especially if Alyssa's around, because she loves it too. So I was thinking, why would you freeze it? I never have enough to freeze it. But hold on, just wait. This deal is not done right now. She said she's freezing it because then when she's looking for something frozen and sweet, she takes out a few of the cubes and she's kind of crushing them up with a fork. She doesn't have to use a food processor, but she's crushing them up with a fork, and she's making it into like a watermelon granita. So I don't know if you've ever had a granita, but it's like crushed ice, flavored ice, but she's making a watermelon granita. 0 points because it's just made out of watermelon. That is prep switch up magic, if you ask me. So, I mean, it's not even close up magic at that point. It is prep switch up magic. So, this week's homework is hashtag prep switch up magic. And bless your heart, Lynn, and anybody else that wants to share that. It's a long one this week, so it is hashtag PREP SWITCHUPMAGIC. Hashtag prep switch up magic. Okay, so hopefully you thought of a food that you loved, something like me, like watermelon, something that you absolutely loved, but you're kind of getting bored with it. Okay, so hopefully you thought of something like that, and then hopefully you're already thinking of a way that you could do some prep switch up magic to kind of turn yourself onto it again. So do your homework, do your homework, do your homework. I'm already seeing a couple going by that I definitely want to try. So let's see. Ooh, Debbie says use watermelon to make sorbet and a Ninja Creamy. Well, I don't have one of those, so if somebody wants to send me one, I will definitely try it and let y'all know how it is. Ooh, Carol Lou says her thyme is spreading out and her chives look like little bushes. Oh, how funny. My chives did not come in, Carol Lou, so you might need to talk to me about how to make those sprout, how to make those germinate. And Sarah says she has watermelon popsicles that she makes herself. Yeah, no additional ingredients. And Vicky says take vanilla Greek yogurt, PB mix, and sweetener to taste and put on parchment paper. Ooh, oh yeah, and then dip in Italian chocolate chips. Awesome. Okay, well, I'm going to say a couple of y'all have already done your homework. Thank you, Lynn, for posting that, and thank you, Debbie, for posting the homework. Yeah, so hashtag prep switch up magic. I think we can make this happen, and y'all are going to give a lot of ideas. So, and Melissa says she had problems with her chives too. They did not come up. Yeah, and tahini is good on it, Jonna, on watermelon. Yeah, me either. And Carol Lou says hers came up from last year. So I guess I'm going to have to buy plants next year because mine did not do anything. Okay, so let's go ahead and get ready for the second half. After y'all decide to do your homework, let's go ahead and get ready for the second half because I'm super excited to show you all what we've got going on. Okay, so we're at the halfway mark. Yes, Sandra, it is. Everybody go ahead and get you a drink of water. And it is, again, it's cool in here, but whew, got so hot outside, I am parched. And y'all can see the abundant harvest from the garden. So the cucumbers are like, we have finally arrived at a cucumber a day. Okay, so yeah, been a cucumber a day for the last 4 or 5 days. And you know what that means. It'll start being 2 cucumbers a day and then 3 cucumbers a day. And John trellised them for me. And Debbie was exactly right. The trellises that John used for the cucumbers, those are our Christmas ladders. Yeah, so those are ladders that we normally decorate for Christmas, but it's not Christmas right now. So John is using them to trellis my cucumbers. He's so smart. Okay, so everybody get a drink of water. Okay, and because we are going to be making something, I'm going to go ahead and put on my apron, but I am going to put my hair up because I will be sharing these and nobody wants my hair. in their food. So, for those of you who are new, this is a 1 hour long chat. You can watch later on YouTube. That's just youtube.com. Search If You Have an Egg. You can go back here and watch it on Facebook, or you can wait for Casey to post it on www.ifyouhaveanegg.com and grab it there. Okay, let me get my hair out of my face so that A, I can see what I'm doing, and B, I don't get hair in anything. Okay, so hopefully that will keep it out of our way here for a little bit. Okay, that looks fine. Okay, so this is the second half of chat number, let's just find that here, 370. So if you were watching this for the first time, if you're with us here for the first time, you've got 369 other chats to go back and watch. So we've been talking about getting out of a food rut, and I mean, I could cucumber myself to death, okay? Oh, Caroline is in bed having her water. Well, you know, I mean, you know, Jesus turned water into wine, so you're a good girl. But I could cucumber myself to death with cucumber water, with fresh cucumbers, with little cucumber sandwiches. But we decided to make something different this week, and this is a first try for me. So fingers crossed, I'm going to show you how Kelsey's turned out, and then we're going to try to make our own. What is it, you say? What are we going to make? Kelly, just tell us. Hold on. Okay, all of these fresh vegetables that I'm talking about coming out of the garden now, there is no way, as usual, overplanted, and the things that are doing well are doing really, really well, and the things that are not doing well, we just don't have as many of. So we officially have, I think we're up to 4 ears of corn. 4, that's it. We are up to 6 of the tiniest little jalapeno peppers you've ever seen, but we're going to use one of them tonight. Our cilantro, died. It is like dead. I don't know what happened to it. I did actually have, so my friend Kelsey, who she's actually a friend of Casey's, but you know, she works for me now, so now she's my friend. I took her, but she and my mom would have totally gotten along on this whole gardening thing. She has decided, or she told me that peppers, like pepper plants, she said the reason my jalapenos are small and the reason my other pepper plants are just doing okay, the ones last year just died. They did almost nothing. She said they're perennials. I didn't know that. And she said if I'll plant them in like buckets or something and then bring them in during the winter, that then they'll just be bigger and bigger and bigger. Does anybody know if that's true? Okay, so the things that are doing well, though, are doing really, really well. So Kelsey has a plethora of China Jade cucumbers. So she grows these really long, skinny ones, like, and she said it's the closest thing to like an English cucumber that she can think of. I do like English cucumbers, so she brought me one of those. She has an overabundance of regular cucumbers. She has an overabundance of zucchini. She said they're like, she checks her garden every night, just like I do. And she said she went out there the other day and she was like, what on earth is going on? She said there was a zucchini that was like this long, even though she checks it every single day. Okay, so Carol Lou is partially right. So Kelsey and I both want to learn how to pickle, quick pickle, and ferment. So when I told you all in the first half of this chat that Julie was having a baby steps challenge over on the If You Have an Egg group, I have already posted in the challenge that I'm taking baby steps. I'm not just jumping in again. I'm taking baby steps to learn how to quick pickle, which will lead me to pickling, I'm sure, and how to ferment. So first step is quick pickling. Okay, so my first baby step, because I've tried this multiple times, and I've tried to go from 0 to expert, to master gardener, expert, pickler, fermenter, and it's not going to work. Okay, so we're going to do, oh, wait a minute, Debbie says zucchini relish. That sounds fantastic. You'll have to send me a recipe for that too. But so I've decided that my first baby step is going to be quick pickling, and if I can master quick pickling, then I'll move on to fermenting, and then I'll move on to actual pickling and, you know, whatever, and canning. And Lily, who works here, you all have seen her before. She helped me last year to make, we made chimichurri, out of arugula, and we made, I don't know, Lily and I we did a couple of videos together. Lily is 17 this year, and she is dying because she wants to get out our pressure canner. Okay, baby steps, baby steps. So quick pickling is first. Okay, this is Kelsey's first try at quick pickling. This was completely full, but we have been nibbling out of this for the last couple of days. So now it's down to right here. But let me tell you what's in this real quick. So Kelsey does not have an Instant Pot. I do. So Kelsey used a recipe from Once Upon a Chef, and she adapted it for what she had in her garden and what she wanted to use. So what Kelsey used for her quick pickles, she used 1 1/4 cups of white vinegar. It has to be 5% acidity per this recipe. She did use 3 tablespoons of kosher salt, and we will be posting this recipe later, Kelsey's version of this recipe later. She used 3 tablespoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and she did use real sugar, 2 cups of cold water. Hello, Susie. 2 cups of cold water. She did not use Kirby. The original recipe called for Kirby cucumbers. She did not use Kirby's. She used her China Jade cucumbers. She did also use, I gave her one of my watermelon radishes to use. She used onion, dill, and coriander. She did use mustard seeds, but she noted that she would like to use more mustard seed next time and less coriander seed. And she did put a little tiny bit of red pepper flakes in here, and then some dill sprigs. And again, she used sweet onion and some other veggies. So we are going to dig in here and try this for you. So Kelsey did this one, she did this recipe on, let me think, what day was it? Today would be day 5. So these have been quick pickling for 5 days. We have found varying information. Some people say that the quick pickled vegetables can stay in the refrigerator for a month. 2 months, somebody said a week, and I was like, do they mean that's how fast they eat them? But the one I'm hanging my hat on says 6 months, so we'll see. Okay, so first of all, smell this. Oh, yeah, doesn't it smell so good? Okay, I'm gonna try one of her sweet onions. Now that makes me wish I had gotten onions today. Okay. And I'm going to try one of her cucumbers. Now these are pink because the cucumber radishes in here are pink. I think she's right about the coriander. And then this is a watermelon radish. This would be so good. What do you all eat pickled vegetables on instead of just eating them as pickles? This just feels like it would be really good on a salad. It feels like it would be really good on a burger. Yeah. This really took the heat of those watermelon radishes, took it down a notch. Really good. I like it. Okay. So Kelsey's quick pickle recipe, I'm going to give it an A. Caroline says she loves the U.S. term for aubergine. Zucchini sounds more posh over there. That is hilarious. And yeah, and Debbie said any bowl recipes. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to use a modified recipe that I found for the Instant Pot. So the modified recipe came from, and please tell me I printed this person's information. I did not. So person who I borrowed this from, I am so sorry. I will be sure and have Casey post this when she posts the recipe. Now I've changed it. I've adapted it to what I had because I didn't want to spend a lot of money, because you know we're all about the budgeting right now. I didn't want to spend a lot of money. I wanted to try and use things that I already have. So the only things that I actually purchased, I needed some more apple cider vinegar, so I got that. And I got, what else did I get? Some coriander, and that's it. Everything else I either had or I grew in the garden. So what we're going to do for mine, we're gonna take 4 repurposed jars. 4 repurposed glass jars. It says it'll do 4 jars. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. The liquid doesn't seem to me to be enough to do 4, but we're getting ready to find out. So I have my 4 jars here. For the Instant Pot recipe, because remember, we do not have a working stove. So Kelsey heated hers over the stove. She heated her brine over the stove. And again, we'll be posting these recipes later this week. For mine though, since I don't have a stove, I found an Instant Pot recipe. I changed mine to 1.5 cups of apple cider vinegar. Well, I'm sorry, she had that. 1 cup of water. I changed it from mustard seed to fennel seed. I added coriander seed, 1 tablespoon of coriander, and I changed it. I mean, I made it 1 because Kelsey said 2 was a little too much, and I agree with her. That's a little too much. I added 1 tablespoon of whole peppercorn, 2 tablespoons of sugar. Well, it said sugar, but I used Truvia with monk fruit, so we're going to see how that works. 1 tablespoon of sea salt, and I used pink Himalayan sea salt. I have fresh dill, zucchini, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's start cutting some stuff up and putting them in these jars, because I'm going to be adding some fresh herbs to mine. We're going to make a couple of these that are just like pickles, like Alyssa. Alyssa only eats, also you have to have, hold on, you have to have a fancy schmancy compost container. So yeah, you have to have a fancy schmancy one. Mine is an empty Folgers can from church. So Alyssa only eats, she only eats pickles if they're in a spear. So we're gonna cut up, we're gonna make we're gonna put some of these in nope, that one's Casey's. Hold on a second. Hold on, I just put these in the wrong jar. Ooh, okra, I don't have any okra. That sounds good. So we're gonna put the pickles in a pickle jar, or we're gonna put the cucumbers in a pickle jar, and I am gonna throw in, and I have to cut them in the shape that Alyssa recognizes, or she will not eat them. Alan has already told me, my son-in-law Alan has already told me that he will not be trying these because they are not commercially prepared. Whatever, dude, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna quickly cut up some cucumbers. And y'all can let me know what you want to quick pickle. So Vicki says okra. For Alyssa's jar, we're gonna do spears, and I'm gonna make them into a little bit smaller spears because this was kind of a big cucumber. And again, this cucumber came out of our garden. Yeah. Super, super excited about that. Super excited that we're starting to get some, some vegetables in the garden, and that we're getting some good herbs. So this one is gonna be Alyssa's. And it is only going to have pickles in it. It's only going to have cucumbers in it, sorry. So I'm going to add some dill in hers. And we're going to put my brine on there in just a few minutes, but we're going to add the dill to hers. So this one's going to be Alyssa's. It is just cucumbers. Then we're going to do another one. But let's do some of those radishes, because those radishes are so pretty. So we're going to do some of the watermelon radishes, and I'll show y'all how pretty those are here in just a second. But remember, I have to pay attention when I'm cutting. There is, so Carol Lou said throw in a garlic clove. It is in my brine. So this is what the watermelon radishes look like. Are they not so pretty? So I'm going to put a few of those in Casey's. I'm making one for Casey that is, she likes, she did not think she liked pickles, but she likes sweet heat pickles or sweet hot pickles. So I'm going to put a couple of radishes in hers. I'm going to put some more of the radishes. I'm going to put some more of those in this one. I have a zucchini. And see, Casey and I don't mind if it's in chips, even though Alyssa won't eat it in chip form. She'll only eat it in spear form. So for mine and Casey's, we are going to put in, we're going to put in some zucchini. I don't know what's going to be in this fourth one. I haven't decided yet. It might just be a menagerie of things. But I know for sure that Casey does eat zucchini. She's not a big fan of cucumbers themselves, but she will eat pickles now. Okay, I'm gonna put those in here. Actually, let me see if I can get this to stand up on the lid so y'all can y'all see that color? See those colors at all? That is not gonna stay up there, okay. So we're gonna do that, and then let's see, I've got some more, here we'll use some of Kelsey's cucumber. And again, hers was a China Jade, mine are just burpless. She buys all organic seeds, so all of hers have really fancy names, where mine do not. Man, it smells good in here. I know I keep saying that, but it really smells really good in here. Okay, so here we've got Casey's. You're going to want a super sharp knife for this. If y'all notice, I did not borrow the mandolin again from my friends, you know, since I cut my finger off that day. Fortunately, that wasn't live. That wasn't during a live chat. Here is some yellow squash. So we'll cut up a little bit of that. Okay, we'll put some of that in Casey's. I'm pretty sure she eats that. If she doesn't, she's going to now. I did just plant some eggplant, so hopefully I'll have some eggplant here, you know, in a few weeks. And let me see, I've got, what else could I put in this one? Oh, I don't have any zucchini in there. So let's put, did I put any zucchini in there? Oh, I did. Okay, so for mine and Casey's, we're gonna have, mine has cucumbers, and it has radishes, and it's got 2 different kinds of squash in there. For Casey's though, because she likes the sweet hot, I'm gonna put some jalapenos in hers. And I'm leaving the seeds because she likes them hot. And in case you all wonder how I'm telling the difference between these two, outside of having the jalapenos actually in there and being able to see them, I'm putting them in Casey's recycled Vlasic Sweet Heat container. Okay, and then for the last one, I'm gonna make it a menagerie of things. So I've got 2 tomatoes. I'm gonna put in this one. I have a little tiny custard squash. So this little custard squash had bloom rot, but I cut off the part that was bad on the back, and I'm gonna add it to this one. I'm gonna do some more cucumber. It's just gonna be like a little menagerie of things. So I'm gonna do some more cucumber in this one. What is that called? There's an Italian term for, is that giardinaria or something like that? Yep, I don't have any onion this time, Vicki, because I was trying to use things that I didn't have to buy. So I don't have any onion for this one, but I am gonna put just a little bit of radish in there in my mixed one. And I will hold these up and show these to you all in just a second. Yeah, and Caroline says she was mixing up her courgettes and aubergine. Yeah, a courgette is a zucchini, you're right, and an aubergine is an eggplant. Yeah, I knew that. I wasn't gonna correct you though. Okay, and then in my little funky one, I'm gonna do some regular basil. I'm gonna put some regular basil in there. In my little mixed one, I'm gonna put some purple basil in there in my little mixed container. And I'm gonna put a little bit of rosemary. I don't know. Let's try it. Okay, and so let me mess it up, and I'll bring some, not this Tuesday because they won't have sat long enough, but I will bring some in a couple of Tuesdays. So here is Casey's. So Casey's has zucchini. It's got some jalapenos. It has the radishes in there, the watermelon radishes. Alyssa's is only cucumbers. Mine is watermelon radishes, cucumbers, zucchini, yellow squash, a couple of different things. I'm gonna put some dill in mine and Casey's because they're gonna be more like pickles. So I'm gonna put some dill in both of those. And the only reason I didn't put dill in my menagerie is just because it seemed like it was getting maybe too many herbs. I don't know. Is there such a thing as too many herbs? Okay, let me get some of that in here. Oh, yeah. Yum, 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 yum. That smells so good. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit more in Alyssa's. Okay, so again, this is the menagerie. The menagerie is hard to see because I didn't take the sticker off. So the menagerie has tomatoes, the little patty pan squash, the little custard squash, and some different herbs. Casey's has got everything plus jalapenos. Mine has everything, and Alyssa's is just cucumbers. Okay, now here for them is the magique. This is the part where I hope it's going to work out. I don't think this recipe had enough liquid in it. We're getting ready to find out. It said it would do 4 jars, so we're getting ready to find out. We're getting ready to find out if there is enough liquid to fill up these 4 jars, okay? The liquid has, it does have the coriander in it. It has the pepper in it. It's got some garlic in it. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit in each one and just make sure that there is enough. And remember, we will, ooh. So mine has a ton of garlic in it. Yep, see, I'm feeling like there's not enough liquid. We're getting ready to find out though. Okay, there's a little bit more in Alyssa's. I don't know, it's gonna be close. The liquid recipe, this was apple cider vinegar. It was apple cider vinegar and water, and then it's got herbs in it, coriander, pepper, and sorry to be pouring away from you all. Okay, as suspected, do 4 pickled onions count? Do 4 pickled onions? Yeah, pickled onions count. Okay, as suspected, these are going to need some more liquid. So, so my recipe for the liquid did not quite make enough. So I'm going to have to make some more liquid quickly and get this in here. But look how pretty those are. So we've got cucumbers, zucchini, yellow squash. We've got tomatoes, we've got a little custard squash, we've got some just cucumbers, we've got dill. Oh, it smells so good. It smells fantastic. So what else would you all want to pickle? I'm like super excited, and Anne is right. It makes me want to pickle everything. It makes me want to pickle all of the things. So yeah, so leave me a comment if you want to see some other things. I do still have a couple of different things in the garden that we haven't started picking yet. Yeah, it is all looking yummy and fantastic, and it smells so good. So good. So if you all want these, let's see. Yeah, no, Sarah, that's what I was doing with Kelsey's is, oh yeah, watermelon rind. That's perfect, Debbie. Thank you very much. Yeah, carrots, green beans, that would be awesome too. So yeah, that's what I was doing with Kelsey's. I was eating that straight out of the, I just ate it straight out of the container, but I really do think it would be, it seems really good on a salad. I don't know, I just keep thinking a salad. Ooh, we could pickle some beets. Okay, now I'm going crazy. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. I will revise this recipe to have enough liquids next time, because I think it just needs a little bit more liquid. That wasn't quite enough for 4 jars. Maybe I just picked too big of jars. Y'all let me know if you've done quick pickling before. Let me know if you know what I needed to do to have some more liquid, and I'm gonna try it again on my own. So this should be posted sometime this week on www.ifyouhaveanegg.com. Do let me know in the comments what you would do, if you would do anything any differently, or what you have pickled, if you've quick pickled anything. If you're watching this on YouTube, please, that's just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg. Please let that next video go ahead and roll over. I promise you will enjoy it. And then click that little button, that little bell, so that you'll know when the next video comes up. But I'm going to go ahead and get me some more liquid ready for this. Y'all have a great week, and I'll let you know by next time, or like in the middle, I'll let y'all know how these are turning out. But y'all have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Good night.